Danica Guy on the phone. I say very good afternoon to you, Danica. Thank you very much for your time. Pretty unique situation for you come Saturday. A couple of really good chances coming in to the Group 1 sprint.
Yeah, look, it's not how I thought things would work out, but it's been great. I mean, I'm very fortunate to have two horses good enough for a race like this. So, yeah, it's all come together this season.
Okay, In Style, she's really shown a really tough attitude. She's had challenges in those last three runs, and look, she's that sort of horse that'll dig in all day.
She is. She's just so brave and so tough, and she's never going to win her races by a margin, but she just keeps putting her neck out and trying. So, she's come up against the best, most of the best we've got to offer in the last three starts and done well. So very happy with her.
Okay, looking back on the prior record, we're going to go the other way round to the performance we're watching here at Alizé. But look, if you go back through the record, she was good enough to run close up to Mark Ryan through the Hawke's Bay Carnival this way of going. So there wouldn't be any major concerns around that?
No, look, I don't. I mean, she's trained left-handed every day. It hasn't been by design that she's predominantly run right-handed. It's just the way her race worked out. But I mean, look, she was fresh up and vulnerable. When she faced Brian Mark at Hawke's Bay, and she ran really, really well. So I don't anticipate the left-handed being any sort of a problem for her.
Okay, the other unique part, I suppose, around Trentham is we do run the straight six. That's a little bit unique.
Yeah, that's something that both horses have got to overcome. It's a little bit different for them. But, yeah, we'll just have to see what happens.
Okay, she's got that handy racing pattern, drawn 7, so we still try to plant her somewhere near the speed so she can really show that hard nature of hers.
Yeah, she'll definitely be up on the pace somewhere. I mean, both horses like to race there, so we won't be changing anything.
Okay, the other one, Tomorrowland. Gee, we saw this horse, I think, at Otaki, and it won nicely, but then it was a marked step up the last start at Te Rapa, really sparkling turn of foot. Yeah,
look, he just, every time we sort of raise the bar with him, he raises the bar a bit higher for himself. So I don't know how good he is. None of us do. We just keep, he just keeps sort of stepping up, and he hasn't really been tested. My worry is he hasn't been tested, but look, he's done nothing wrong, and he always seems to win his race by a bit of a margin. So be interesting to see what happens when he's taken on a little bit.
Okay, does he know how good he is? Because you see late in the race we're watching here, he sort of wanders around a bit as well.
Yeah, look, he's still very raw, and I think he might always be a little bit like that. It's the way he is. He's a little bit like that to handle and everything. He's his own man, and he's a big, raw, tough sort of a horse, and that's sort of the way he races too. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're not going to be. I don't think we need to be sort of too worried about that.
Okay, can you split them? I suppose what In Style maybe might get you to lean towards her experience in the heat of battle against these top-line sort of old-school sprinters?
Yeah, look, she's come through the railway in better order than she was going into it. I'm astounded at how well she's come through that race. I mean, we certainly wouldn't be considering taking her down and running in the Telegraph unless we thought she was spot on. And I absolutely can't fault her. She's going well. I mean, the conditions of this race aren't great for her with the way the weight scale is and things, and she's going up another 2 kilograms, and that's a worry. But I mean, when they're in form like this, I guess you just have to have a go and see what happens.
Absolutely, you've got to be in when the cash is up, certainly. Okay, a couple of other runners in the program. You've got Capone in the anniversary. You put the horse in the Ritual Mile. Look, he's been competitive in some really strong raids for his career, but at the moment he doesn't seem to be running right up to the best of form.
No, he's got a bit of a cunning old bugger, actually. He sort of he hasn't wanted to participate in the first part of the race. He's sort of dawdling out of the gates and dawdling out at the back and then running home, and he's just got into a pattern of doing that, and I've sharpened him up a little bit this week, just a change in his work, and I've put a set of blinkers on him. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the horse. He's still very, very capable of winning these sort of races, but he's just got to, he's got to help himself out a little bit and actually want to get into the race a bit earlier than what he has been. I'm hoping that the Trentham Straight will really suit him, because he does like to wind up at the end. And look, he's a very sound, tough horse. He's very, very well. It's down to him, really.
Okay, let's look at the last one. Gaultier. You put the horse in the big show on Saturday for the 3-year-olds. I suppose when you have a look at that field, there's no reason not to line up and take your chance.
No, I'm quite excited about running him, actually. I really, really like the horse. I've liked him for a long time. Look, he's been doing a lot of things wrong in his races, but we're hoping that a lot of that was to do with the fact that he was pinching as a colt. So he's been gelded now, and his work is, he works with both Tomorrowland and In Style and runs, you can't split his work against theirs. So he's definitely got the ability, and it's just a matter of whether his mind's on the job, really. He's a little bit, his mind hasn't been, as on the job as it should be in his races. So hopefully this will make the difference. Okay.
As always, Danica, thank you very much for your time. I imagine Saturday will be a very exciting day, and best of luck with your horses across the program, but especially in those Group 1s.
Yeah, thank you very much.